I'm real excited today because Alicia Herold is with us, and we're going to do some kind of very interesting craft and actually get our hands dirty. Alicia, tell me how you got interested in gardening and all of this.
Well, I've been around plants and gardening all my life, and I took the Master Gardener's class year before last, and I enjoyed it. But I like making plants look neat, and the Kokedama is just a really neat craft that you can do with your plants.
Well, let's see what we can do today. I'm excited.
All right, well, let's get started then. We're going to make a Kokedama, which is a Japanese craft, and basically we're going to put our plant into a moss ball.
Let's go.
All right, the first thing we need to do, Amanda, is
have to have a plant.
Have to have a plant. And you wanted to start with your maidenhair, so what we're going to do is we're going to real gentle, just hold it over here so we get the dirt, and let's dump it out.
Okay, I got him.
You can knock off the extra dirt.
God, your root ball was all wound up.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah, just go ahead and knock that off in here.
God, mine is really beautifully all rooted in, so I don't have any extra dirt, to tell you the truth.
All right, well.
Over the top a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, well, the good thing about the Kokedama is you don't really have to take a lot of dirt off the way that we're doing it.
Well,
so just a little bit.
Let's call that done.
All right, then let's sit this right here for a second, and let's get our cheesecloth and put it right here. And what the cheesecloth is going to do for you is whenever we put the dirt into our bowl, we're going to be able to, instead of having to pat it together like patty cakes, that's going to hold all our dirt right on our ball.
Okay, so this is and then when we finish, you won't see the cheesecloth. That'll all be obscured.
Yeah, it's going to be all covered with moss, and then we'll trim it as well.
And so this is the size that it's going to be, this little bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I do. If I have like a 4-inch size plant pot, I usually do about that. So what you need to do is grab a nice little handful of your dirt here.
And you've got potting soil that has some fertilizer in it?
Yeah, this is a higher grade potting soil that I use in mine.
Yeah.
And you don't need too much, just enough to keep your plant roots from touching making direct contact with your cheesecloth there. Okay, so I put in I'm going to put my finger in it. Yeah.
So I put in that much.
Yeah, about an inch and a half.
Okay.
All right, so let's...
Just so people can know.
Yep, let's go ahead and grab your plant, and we'll sit them in there all straight.
Okay, hey little fella.
Now, once you have your plant in here, we go ahead and start grabbing handfuls of your dirt and just packing it kind of around. Okay. You want to try to keep your cheesecloth
over the edge,
up on the edge. That way you'll have something to grab onto.
Okay. So you got it really good and wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever we get it in the ball and start squeezing, a lot is going to come out.
And I can see it's got this slow release fertilizer, these little pellets in it. So.
Yeah, then that just
it
helps. It helps it look nice.
You don't have to water with fertilizer.
Not to start with, but
after, if you make a good one, it lives long enough.
Yeah, once a month, I water mine and use some fertilizer.
Okay.
All right, so we got enough in there.
Okay.
So now what we need to do is grab your 4 corners of your cheesecloth.
All righty.
And we're going to
bring them in towards the middle.
Yeah, bring them in towards the middle.
Okay, I'm trying to keep my leaves out of the way. It's a beautiful little fern. Oh. Okay.
All right.
Now lift it out.
All right, yep, lift it once you get it up.
Whoa!
Lift it right over there.
That's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, now get it around the top, kind of like you're holding a soda bottle. And see how my...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're all right.
How's that?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
All right, so just kind of...
For an amateur.
Yeah, wrap your hand around it like so.
Okay. I got a good grip on it.
Yeah, see I've got it around the neck and I'm still holding my cheesecloth. Now, we want to squeeze it over and let's get rid of some of this excess water.
This is fun. I like this.
Making mud pies with Amanda. All right.
Okay.
So how's
Gosh, I can't even see the cheesecloth already, pretty much. Oh, we want it to be round,
Well,
or kind of, sort of.
We'll work on the round.
Yeah, okay.
All right, here we have some nice sphagnum moss. And
And you got it nice and damp. Okay.
Yeah, I've soaked it for about 15 minutes and
Isn't it pretty?
got it nice and expanded. Yeah, and it comes in a lot of different colors and things as well. But this just looks really natural.
Oh, I think this is wonderful.
Yeah, and you can also use sheet moss, or you can use actual live moss. I've actually foraged moss before and used it, but the cure is a little bit more intense on those. So.
Okay.
All right, we have jute.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is for you, we're going to hold it in your, just kind of grab that.
Yeah.
And lay it on, so you're laying your hand sideways like this.
All right.
And now we're going to lay some of this moss on top.
Oh, okay.
And
on the side.
Yeah. Right. And you've got your string here with your finger.
Yeah.
And you have to hold it. Yeah, stay holding on to the piece there.
I'm getting there.
It's all right. Like pinch it.
Okay.
This two. Now you come and you wrap. Go ahead and wrap around.
Around?
And then as you're going, you just drop. You drop more moss in, and you keep your bowl.
It helps if you stick your tongue out too.
Yes, it always does. When you're using your hands for tasks, you have to stick your tongue out.
So can I turn it a little bit?
Yeah. So start turning it, and just add that moss on while you're turning. And I'm using fishing line on mine.
Okay.
Because you can also use fishing line. Or just anything.
Because you know what you're doing and I do it.
Well,
kind of, sort of. It's fine.
The fishing line will cut your hands a little bit if you pull it too tight.
But you're just thinking it really disappears and then you don't see it.
And if I'm using the fishing line, I'll usually come back with a decorative string and kind of fancy it.
Oh, you do?
Make it fancy.
So the string can be an attractive part of it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're kind of getting to the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on there, Phil. Okay.
Yeah, and any of the moss, if it's hanging out, you can just trim it right
up, okay.
Like a little haircut.
Wow, okay.
Because it's going to stick out sometimes.
Well, I think it, not quite as spherical as yours, but I think for a first try, pretty darn good. Where are we going to set these?
Kokedama, you basically go by your plant type. Your fern here, ferns like moisture.
Sure,
they like humidity. So we want to make sure that we put it for light. It wants it indirect. So we're going to put it in an indirect light place.
Fine.
And then I usually set them on a platter. I make some little string holders. You can feel how heavy it is when it's wet now.
Yeah.
When it starts getting light, usually about every 3 days, I'll get a bowl just like this.
Come on, every 3 days?
About every 3 days.
Okay.
I get a bowl about like this, and I'll fill it up almost full.
Yeah.
And then I just soak the Kokedama in it for about 10 minutes until it gets some weight to it.
Okay.
And then you just pick it up, squeeze it out a little bit.
Squeeze it out again.
Set it right back on its platter or plate.
Can people write you? Do you have an email if people want to need some help?
Yeah. I'm creekgirlfishing@gmail.com.
Okay.
And feel free to email me with any questions or anything, and I'll try to help you out the best I can.
Okay. Well, this has been great fun. And thank you so much. A new hobby.
Yeah, love it.
Okay.